Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. How are you today? Are you excited, ladies and gentlemen? Well, before that, I will introduce myself. My name is Adinda. You can call me Dinda. I'm from Berkatur and Travel, and now I'm your tour guide for today. So, ladies and gentlemen, have you visited this monument? Ladies and gentlemen, this monument is 40,000 people in Parepare. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, have you ever heard of the cure incident in Parepare? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about the monument of 40,000 soul. There are 5 points about my material. First, the location of the 40,000 people monument in Parepare. Second, a brief history of the rebellion. And the third, KNEL leaders uprising that occurred. Fourth, the benefits that can be obtained when visiting the monument are 40,000 people. 5. Apology from the Netherlands for the events that occurred. First, the location of the 40,000 people monument in Parepare. You can see, ladies and gentlemen, the location is right in front of the Great Parepare Mosque. In Parepare Mosque. This location is the color of red. In this location, Alwi Abdul Jalil Habibi Street. The area of the monument is about half a football field. To the north of the monument, there are statues and reliefs made of stone measuring. This is the statue measuring 3 extent meters in size. The visual art was created in 1975 by Reging Architect Designer Art Gallery. At the eastern end of the relief are the names of the painters who were shot by the Dutch Special Forces. At the western end of the relief are a number of lines of sentence which may be quoted from the poem Karawang Bekasi by the poet Khairil Anwar. By the poet Khairil Anwar, we are just scattered bones, but they are yours. It's you who determines the value of scattered bones, or is our soul floating for independence, victory, and hope, or nothing for nothing? And on the left and right, of the relief wall of the 40,000 victims monument, there is a relief of the red and white flag waving. You can see this is the flag. And then on top of the relief wall is the Indonesian state symbol, the Garuda bird. You can see, ladies and gentlemen, the Garuda bird. Meanwhile, in front of the relief wall of the right, there is a human statue depicting a national hero. This is the human statue. You can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is as well as a flagpole precious in front of the monument court. In this place, every year, a commemoration of the Westerling massacre victims is held in December, and art and cultural performance are also often used. This monument was built to commemorate the shooting incident under the leadership of Raymond Pierre-Paul Westerling on Sunday, January 14, 1947. Commemorating the Westerling massacre, the Parepare government built a monument to the victims of 40,000 people in the 1970. And a brief history of the rebellion. rebellion on 9 November 1146. The KNIL headquarters in Batavia, Jakarta, to send special troops from the Depot Special Troepen or DST in a counter-insurgency operation suppression of the rebellion. The troops were led by Captain Raymond Westerling. This is the captain, a Dutch officer of Turkish blood. They arrived in Makassar on December 5, 1946. This is the captain, Raymond Pierre Paul Westerling. The first action of the DST Special Forces operation began on the night of December 12, 1946. The targets were the Batua area and several small villages east of Makassar. The territory is under siege. The residence houses were ransacked and all the people were herded into open land. And then people who tried to accept were immediately shot dead. Westerling spoke directly to the people, translate into Bugis and Makassar language. He handed the village head a list of rebels' names. The search continues in Tanjung Bunga area. 81 people died during the operation. The operation on the night of 12 December. In the Kalungku and in the Kalukuang area, 23 people were shot dead during the December 14 operation. In the Jogai area, 33 people were executed on the spot in the 70 December operation. After feeling that they could clean up Makassar, operation continue in area outside Makassar. Palombangkeng was attacked by special forces. A total of 330 people were killed on December 26. The Westerling army began attacking Goa. The death toll in Goa was 2,057 people. Sweeping continues to be carrying out to Baru, Parepare, Pinrang, Sidrap, and Rekang Regency. The biggest massacre took place in Galung Lombok, Baru on 2 February 1947. Several figures from the Indonesian independence movement were laid down, held at gunpoint by bayonets, and shot dead. The Dutch military media called the year of the glorious victory over the Republican rebellion. The Turk has returned. They call it in 1947. A delegation from the Republic of Indonesia addresses the UN Security Council. Victims of the massacre reportedly reached 40,000 people, but the Dutch government denied. According to the only 3,000 people were killing. Westerling himself admits to only killing 600 people. KNI leaders are praising that occurred. Raymond Pierre Paul Westerling was a Dutch in in 31 August 1919 until 26 November 1987 was a Dutch army commander famous for leading the Westerling massacre 1946 until 1947 in South Sulawesi and the APRA coup attempt in Bandung, West Java. He is one of the most hated figures in Indonesia history. On 20 July 1946, Westerling has appointed commander of the Special Forces, Depot Speciale Troepen DST, Special Forces Depot. Initially, the appointment of Westerling to lead the DST was only temporary until a more appropriate commander was obtained and his rank was not raised. He remained Lieutenant 2 or reserves. However, his success in improving the quality of the troops ahead of his assignment to South Sulawesi and after successfully crushes the resistance of the Republican supporters in South Sulawesi. He was considered a hero in his name soared. And then the benefits that can be obtained when visiting the monument are 40,000 visit. When when visiting this monument, we can learn about the history that occurred in South Sulawesi. That is, incident was real, and the place where this monument was erected was one of the holes made by the Dutch to dig up the bodies of the people they had killed. The monument to the victims of 40,000 people is a silent witness to one of the abomination of Dutch colonials in Sulawesi. Where at the time the massacre many people from children of Spanish parents. This monument is equipped with a diorama depicting the cruelty of the incident. However, the place is not as scary as imagined. This monument is actually used as a hangout place for the people of Parepare. Apology from the Netherlands. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and we next apology from the Netherlands for the events that occur on September 12, 2013. The Dutch government instructed ambassador in Jakarta, Chair De Zwaan, conveyed their apologies to all the victims of the massacre. On behalf of the Dutch government, I apologize for this incident. Today, I also apologize to the window of Bulukumba, Pinrang, Polewali Mandar, and Parepare, said Zwaan. Apart from that, the Dutch government also provide compensation to 10 windows whose husbands were victims of the massacre, amounting to 20,000 euro or 1 million each. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was the history of the 40,000 people monument in Parepare. In addition to Parepare, there is also the city Makassar. In Parepare, the monument has been built for a long time, and in Makassar, it has just been built. Thank you for watching me, and relax with your next tour, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.